fashion. Now, what is fast fashion? Well, the dictionary definition is immersive clothing produced rapidly by mass market retailers in response to the latest trends. Right, for me, that's brands like Shein, brands like H&M, brands like Primark, Pennies, you know, like George, you know, Asda, brands like that are very, very fast fashion. Personally, I don't shop at fast fashion and e-commerce websites, so I didn't realise how corrupt it is. Like, I didn't even realise, like, as I was doing some research for this, I went on to some of the websites like Shein and stuff, and I was scrolling through and realising how addictive and how many like psychological techniques they use to like make you more entitled to buy some of their products. Like, it reminds me a lot of scrolling like the Instagram homepage and these social media websites that are literally designed to get you to stick and get you to keep. These apps that you use, like Instagram, Facebook, and yada, yes, they're free, but technically they're not free because they're using your time, they're using your screen time, the time you spend on the app. That's what you're paying, that's your payment to these apps, you know what I mean? So it's the similar, they want your attention, they crave your attention, so they have to use these psychological techniques to kind of keep you interested. And scrolling websites like Shein and Boohoo Man and websites like that, I got to see the similarities. And I'll put some up, you can clearly see how similar these two are. The layouts are so the same, it's brain draining. Like, even like some of these sale timers, like I was looking at some of these sale timers being like, oh, you'll get this in your bag for 20 minutes, or oh, buy this in the next 1 hour and you'll get 20% off, or it's like a game. It's like some sort of video game, like where it's like competitive. Oh yeah, I want to get it, so this person's going to get it. It's insane. I don't understand it. They use bright colours and big designs and attractive models just to get you more into buying the clothes. Like, oh, it looks good on them, so it's going to look good on me, or this looks like this, so it's going to look like this on me. No, it's not. It's not. They use filters, they use all these things to make the clothes pop, to give you more engagement, so that you keep scrolling and keep looking deeper and deeper into more and more clothes that they want you to buy. For me, I don't see a difference between like those. You know, like on TikTok when you see those Subway surfers, I don't see a difference between scrolling you know, on like TikTok and stuff, and you see those story times and they have those videos of people cutting the foam or the Subway Surfer games, all those like Family Guy, do you know those Family Guy clips? I see no difference between that and scrolling websites like Shein and Boohoo Man. Like, realistically, it is the same thing. And I'm not the first person to tell you about the advantages and disadvantages of buying fast fashion and why it's so bad, and I'm 100% not going to be the last. Because I mean, like, look at some of these stats, 315,000, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't even understand anymore. With products this cheap, it's better off just throwing it away, you know what I mean? If you get, like, personally, in the past have ordered stuff from Boohoo Man, you buy it for like £3.99, it comes. It's not the right thing. What they sold you is not even the right colour to what you bought, but realistically, it's too cheap. It would cost you more money to send it back than to just throw it away. So you end up throwing it away and it ends up going into landfill. This is why so many of these textile landfills are massive, are huge. It's why most of the waste thrown into landfill is textile waste. But come on, let's be real. Carbon footprint, environmental harm, unsustainable business models, landfill, inhumane labour conditions. Let's be real. As much as you want to care, you don't care. Okay? You don't care. Okay? Although it's good to care, how does this affect you? How does this affect your trip? How does buying cheaper clothes affect the way you dress? Now, put it this way. Imagine you had like a really good song that you found. Do you know what I mean? Like a really, really, really good song. You love this song, right? And you love, and you would listen to it. You put it on the car, you know, put it on the aux, and all your friends would be like, "Oh, that song's so good. Like, what song's that?" And you just, you know what I mean? It's your song, right? Everyone knows this song's for you. And then it gets sampled by some Fuse the engineer or some Giga Chad, do you know what I mean? We're doing these thirst trap challenges to it, or it's like your favourite song, and then, you know what I mean, it ends, it becomes some crazy TikTok meme, and now everyone knows it because of TikTok, and everyone assumes you know it because of TikTok, but you don't, you know the original song. Bro, websites like Shein literally produce 6,000 more products every day. Like, that's absurd. Literally like 2,100,000 new products every year. Do you know how insane that is? Do you know how many collections that is? She makes so much money. She makes so much money. Ask any girl, they will always have something from Shein. Everyone knows what Shein is. Everyone owns something from Shein. Just because the prices are so crazily low. Like, I can't comprehend how they have prices that low, but it entices you to buy more of it. These fast fashion retailers literally have so many people employed, like their only job is to scour these runway shows, to scour Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, do you know what I mean? TikTok, all these social, to try to find the next biggest micro trend. Some of these fashion designers work so hard, put months and hours and sweat and tears into making these garments, making these clothes. They sew them, hand sew them, and then Shein, like within an hour, makes 1,000 variants, and there's people buying them all over the world. Brands like Jaded London, websites like that, they spend more money on their marketing, spend more money on their promotion than they actually do on making their products good quality. If you go walk down Camden High Street, the amount of Jaded London adverts you'll see. You go on TikTok, oh, Jaded London advert, they spend so much money on marketing, but barely any money on actually making their products good. And they are trying, they know how bad fast fashion is, and they know that they are a fast fashion brand, so they literally try so hard to try to make themselves not seem like a fast fashion brand, to try to do things that fast fashion brands wouldn't do. Go on the Jaded London website. Go on the Jaded London website. It doesn't look like a fast fashion website because they don't want to be perceived as a fast fashion website. It's the same as when you see these adverts of McDonald's. Like, okay, personally, I don't like the Burger King Whopper, right? But sometimes I drive past Burger King and I see it advertised and I'm like, you know what? That looks really nice. And you try it, it comes, first off, it looks nothing like what you saw on the advert. You try it, it's horrendous. This happens so much with KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, Subway, everything. The adverts look so much better because they use products that aren't even food. They stick them together, they use glue as cheese. It's the same with these fast fashion brands. They make the products look so good on their models and stuff. When you buy it, it's not even nearly the same. They put filters and stuff to make their clothes look so much better than they actually are. Now, what's the conclusion of this? Why shouldn't you consume fast fashion? Realistically, it's okay to consume it a bit. Everyone does. Do you know what I mean? This t-shirt I'm wearing that's a fast fashion brand. It's okay to buy fast fashion. I'm not shitting on that. All I'm saying is I feel like the people that overconsume it and just constantly buy it, their whole wardrobe's filled with fast fashion, it's just wrong and it's bad, and I don't think you should do it because they focus on micro trends. They won't be trendy for long, and then you'll end up not wearing it anymore. Your wardrobe will be filled with clothes you don't really wear. All I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, it's okay to buy into fast fashion. Just don't evolve your life around it. Intimacy. Intimacy. Now, what is intimacy? Intimacy is when you have stories behind your clothes. When you know, let me give you an example. These Birkenstocks that I've got on now I remember wanting these so bad. And you know what I did to get them? I worked overtime in my job. I worked hours. I was literally folding clothes, being like, I'm doing this because I can't wait to get those Birkenstocks. I lived for it, and now I appreciate them so much more. It's like when someone gets a tattoo and it has like a meaning behind it. They like it a lot more. The same with this. You buy clothes and it has a story and memory behind it. Like you remember grinding at work to get this, so you love it a lot more.